Hi, everybody. It's Medium Jody Jones. Happy Monday. Welcome to our focus, our connection. Let me know as you come on where you're coming in from, how you're feeling today. Before we get started, we'll make sure that everybody can hear me and see everything okay. There's everybody coming on. Happy Monday, everybody. How is everybody feeling today? We survived the full moon. Yay. How's everybody? Are you feeling a little bit of the full moon hangover still? Or have you got right into the Mercury in retrograde, ready to be really careful of what you say and how you react? Because that's where we are right now. I don't know about you, but I have beginning to appreciate Mercury in retrograde when Mercury goes into retrograde, because it gives us many, many opportunities to practice our communication skills. It also gives us many, many opportunities to practice our patience. So it's all about opportunities. Hi, everybody, as you're popping on. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Latrice. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Gemma. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Janice. Hi, Antoinette. Hi, Chellis. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Rena. How is everybody feeling today? Let me know how you're feeling on this sunny Monday. It's sunny here. Let me know where you're coming in from. If is it sunny for where you're coming in from? Hi, Maxine from Ontario. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Lisa. Renee, you're from Regina. That's awesome. That is my hometown. That is where I grew up. Haven't been there in a long, long time. We were actually just talking about going there this summer, since in Canada we can't go anywhere else. So we may travel in Canada. Hi, June. Hi, Nydia. Hi, Janice from Tottenham. Hi, Cindy from Cleveland. It's snowing there. We have lots of snow here in Ontario. It is sunny today, though, so I'm very, very thankful for that. Hi, Marnie from Kelowna. Hi, Kessel from Timmins, Ontario. Good morning. Hi, Kim from Northern Ontario. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. Emmy, happy birthday. Today's your birthday. Happy, happy birthday. And I didn't know you were from Denver. Lovely. So you must have a bit of snow there, I would think, right? Hi, Michelle. It's raining in South Carolina. Lovely, lovely place. Hi, Tanya. Good morning. It's sunny in New Mexico. Antoinette, hello. Hi, Peggy from Kentucky. I have been to Kentucky. Hi, Anik from, I don't know even where that is. Is that in Canada? Hi, Lavin from Oklahoma. Hi, Wendy from Alaska. Hi, from South Wales. Lovely, far, far away. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Shannon. Mary, it's raining in Oregon. Hi, Shalise from Washington. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's here. Good. Yay. Hi, Nicole from Maple Ridge, BC. Raining in BC. It rains there, right? You guys get lots of rain, not so much snow. Hi, Susan. Melanie from Alberta. Hi, Oscar. Okay, everybody, welcome. Welcome. Happy Monday. Arena's saying it's nice and warm for Wyoming. Nice, lovely. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good morning, Krista. Okay, everybody. So this Monday, I want this week to be a little bit different for us. Our focus is going to be more about us and going inward and doing some of that kind of inside work. Of course, I make sure that I connect with Spirit before I jump on with you guys and get a focus of what our week needs to be like. And I had some really interesting aha moments over the weekend myself, through learning about some Kundalini energies, about the Kundalini awakenings, and the working with some of the gods, goddesses, some of the ascended masters. And so today, when I tuned in to find out what would be most helpful for us, of course, Spirit gave it to me in a few different levels. And so we're going to do this today. We're going to begin to do some actual work with some of the ascended masters. And so here's something that I get all of the time when I do readings for clients. Of course, as a medium, I'm honored to be able to, and privileged to be able to have the ability to connect with your loved ones in spirit and be able to communicate with them and, be their voice from the other side. And one of the things that I always have to educate my clients on, and Spirit, has given me this information, is that we don't go to our loved ones in spirit for guidance or support on our soul's journey. And I know that, this can be confusing for some people, because especially if you were super close to somebody, for example, if your grandmother or your mother or your father, if they were your go-to person when they were here and they're not here in body with you anymore, you still want to be able to go to them for guidance and support. And the thing that Spirit reminds me, though, and reminds me about with everybody always, is that we all are souls. So if you have chosen to incarnate into human form, which you are now, because you're watching me here, you're in your human vehicle, looking through the human vehicle lens, you are a soul that is driving that vehicle. And so that means that you've come here for a purpose. You've come here to explore, to grow, to develop, and you would have specific life lessons that you have come here to work on. And so knowing that about yourself, I think, let me know if you guys are already there on your path, if you're getting that understanding that, there is a purpose to why you've come here. There is a purpose that's, not an accident or coincidence of the life that you're having. It's all part of your design. And let me know if you're having the full understanding of that. But also, are you having the full understanding that every person around you, every person that you know, every person in your family, your mother, your father, your children, are all souls as well? And I think this is where we can kind of get a little tripped up. And it's funny because, of course, it only makes sense. If we're souls, then they must be a soul as well. But we forget this. And I know as parents, we forget this all the time, right? Because as parents, we have children and we always want to protect them and save them and stop them from having harm. And we don't want anything bad to happen to them. And part of the realization that we have as we continue our own soul's journey is that we realize that they are souls here learning as well. So they also have their life lessons. They have their path. They have their things to explore. And yeah, sometimes that will include, doing things the hard way or having, there's no such thing as a mistake. So we don't call it a mistake, but sometimes we can choose things to do that we do things the hard way, right? We get free will. It's part of one of the features of this human vehicle that we get when we choose it. But we have to have the reminder, again, if we look at everybody as a soul incarnate, so meaning they're a soul just like we are in these physical bodies, then that means that relatively we're all on the same playing field. So meaning there are no ascended masters among us. So there's no ascended masters walking among us. We are all kind of in the trenches working together. And so for this reason, when we are looking for guidance and support on our path, we seek out a higher guidance. Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know if you're understanding what I'm saying, if you're following along with this. And so this is just like, for example, when you have something wrong with your car, you go to a mechanic because a mechanic knows about cars. When you have something wrong with your car, you don't go to the bicycle shop and ask the bicycle shop information about your car. And so it's the same thing. So when we are seeking guidance about our path here, so our life experiences, our life lessons, we want to go to a high source for information. And so, of course, that would be the Ascended Masters. So we all have our own team of guides and angels. And of course, those guides and angels change as your needs change. But we also have access to the Ascended Masters. And so I know that you guys are very familiar with a few of the Ascended Masters. Of course, we know Jesus is one, Buddha is another. There's Saint Germain. I'm sure there's a lot I'm sure that you guys have heard of. Let me know in the comments if there are any specific Ascended Masters that you have felt called to or drawn to, or you have actually worked with before. Let me know. But my point is that we have, and of course, the Ascended Masters, they've worked on some of the big life lessons, right? Like they have achieved some insights and guidance that we haven't received yet, right? On their path, of course, has been much different than ours for most of us anyways. And so this is the source that we go to when we're looking for guidance and support on our soul's journey. And so today we are going to go in and we are going to connect, first of all, with an Ascended Master. And then we're going to do some other work. And so as you're just let me know in the comments. So Cindy's saying Jesus. Yes, everybody I think knows about Jesus. June is saying Krishna. Yes, so Krishna is one of the Hindu gods. And so Mike is saying, I've always understood we wrote our chart on the other side and your guides help you fulfill it. It's a challenge you have. Yeah, so I think it's kind of like that. I mean, as souls, we have things to work on, right? And of course, our team does absolutely work with us and they come to us as we need them. So I'm just trying to read everybody's comments here. So let me know, guys. And so let me know if there's some of the specific Ascended Masters that you've heard of or that you've worked with or that you have a knowing about. Cindy's saying Saint Michael. Yes. So Saint Michael would be an archangel, right? And so when we talk about, so there's actually a whole class, right? When we talk about the angels, the archangels, the guides, the Ascended Masters, they're all in different classes. And so today, specifically, we are going to be working with the Ascended Masters. So maybe next week we'll do the Archangels, where we'll work with the Archangels. Today we're going to be working with the Ascended Masters. And so as a channel, I have the ability to be able to blend with energy, blend with spirit, blend with, all types of energy. So I'm actually very lucky to be able to feel the frequency or the vibrational frequency of all beings. And I can tell you this, the Ascended Master's energy is much, much different than it's much different than the archangels. It's much different than our spirit guides. Their energy is very, very pure, very, very strong. And because of this, it also has a really high intelligence to it. So meaning the moment that we begin to talk about them, the moment that we begin to feel about them, they actually have the ability to instantly be there with us. And so again, if you can kind of get your head wrapped around, what it means to be a soul, because we talk about this, right, about being a soul, the part that's watching right now, the part that I'm talking to right now of you is just a particle of your soul, right? Everybody get that? It's just a particle. It's not the end all be all. You're not the only part of you. And so there are many, many, many different parts of you right now, parts of your soul energy who are incarnate into other bodies, other lives, other worlds, other realms as we speak. And I know that can get really confusing, but if you kind of remind yourself that there is no such thing as space or time, we only use it here on Earth to help us navigate through with these human vehicles, then it makes sense. And this is why right now on this planet, the vibrational energy is shifting at a rapid, rapid pace. And so what's happening is that we have multiple timelines that are going on. We also have multiple realms that are overlapping. And so what happens when this happens is we get crazy amounts of opportunities to get insights. Because think about it, it's kind of like if you filled a room with 100 versions of you, or 100 particles of your soul, who are all at the same time living lifetimes, exploring, feeling, expressing, learning. If you put them all together, you would have this amazing abundance of energy, of pure consciousness that had insights, and you had awareness and could feel the connection. And so part of that is happening to us right now. And so this is how, and let me know if you're on here watching, if you happen to be, a seer or a reader or a healer or light worker, if you're somebody that actually does this work right now, let me know if you notice that your quality of readings are like phenomenal, your healings are incredibly powerful, your insights are like out of this world. Because I know for myself, and it's been like this, it's been progressing like this for a while, but there is the veil. There's certain times of the year we say the veil is thin between realms. The veil is actually very, very thin right now, and has been for a while. And so when the veil is thin like that, that means that our ability to communicate and connect with the other side becomes amplified, becomes very, very strong. And so I'm glad that you guys are popping on with me today. And so know that this is really important, because this week I'm going to give you the opportunity to tap into a powerful tool, a powerful resource that I'm pretty sure that most of you guys have not done before. And so if you put some intention, you create some focus and intention around this, then this is going to be an amazing experience for you. And so I'm kind of really excited to be able to share this with you guys. And so let's get in and I'm going to tell you guys how this is going to go. First of all, we're going to consciously work with an ascended master this week. And so what that means is this is going to be your go-to for this week. Okay. So after we choose our card, and so you guys can start doing this right now, if you're just starting to feel into which card you're supposed to be choosing. So 1, 2, or 3, this will be the ascended master that you're going to be working with. And so what you're going to be doing is I'm going to be assigning you, Spirit's going to be assigning you an ascended master to work with. And so what that means is you're going to establish a connection with them. And so this is going to be more than just watching this video and listening to me talk. This is going to be you after the video connecting. So through prayer, through meditation, through Google, you can go in and look up the Ascended Master that you're going to be working with. Find out all about the Ascended Master. I'm sure even if you were to look up stuff about Jesus, there's stuff that you do not know or that you do not remember. I'll give you a perfect example. Jesus's energy is very, very childlike. And so whenever I connect with Jesus, it's always, always a reminder that I need to nourish my inner child, that I need to have more play, that I need to have more tenderness. And so it'll be really those kinds of insights that we get through working with the Ascended Masters that will be really helpful for us. We are then going to add a second layer to the support that we get this week. And so underneath each Ascended Master that you're going to choose is going to be some of your chakras. And so, of course, you guys, I told you that I had a lot of readings this weekend. And so when I get busy like that, I try and do my Kundalini yoga. And so if anybody's ever done that, Kundalini is an energy. It's an energy force. It's just like chi in the body. And so I use the Kundalini breathing techniques and the exercises to be able to raise my vibration so that when I do my readings, that I have no problem in getting into the other realms. And so when we do the Kundalini, it's focusing on the chakras in our body. And so let me know, guys, in the comments, are you aware of your chakras? Have you have a little bit of an understanding of what the chakra system is and how it works, and how once we know a little bit about it, we can actually use it to fine-tune our energy. We can use it to heal. We can use it to balance. we can also use it to get really good insights and awareness into what's happening in our experience. And so I'll give you more information about that as we pick our ascended masters. But very, very interesting. And so I was, doing some research on the weekend, because I'm going to be doing some courses in February for you guys, that with the Kundalini energy and the chakra system, the Hindus believe that the gods and goddesses actually communicate through the chakras. And so this is very interesting, because I was teaching my mediumship class last week on Wednesday, and one of the meditations that I had them go through was connecting with their spirit team, but then also paying attention to which chakra their guides were communicating with them through. And of course, if you know, when I'm doing my work, when I'm teaching, I do my best to channel my teaching so that it's not coming from Jody, that it's actually coming from spirit. And so, of course, the fact that they gave me, and this is what we call synchronicities, guys, pay attention, because this happens to everybody. So the fact that my team gave me that insight of the spirit guides communicating with us through the chakras, so through the energy centers. And then, of course, fast forward a few days later, and I'm, reading about the Kundalini energy and the Kundalini awakening, and I'm learning that the Hindus believe that the gods and goddesses communicate through the chakras to us. It pulls it all together, right? That's what we call a synchronicity. And so that's how spirit works with us. When we are getting guidance and support, it's like they will give us little drips of information to make sure that we receive it, to make sure that we get the fullness of it, like the aha of it. And then they know then that we'll be able to utilize that information to help us on our journey. And so that's really how it works. And so we're going to do that today. We're going to work with the Ascended Masters, but we're also going to get some insights into our chakra system and into which chakras need some support. So, of course, this is recorded, and you'll have the ability to go back and replay it and listen to it. But if you wanted to, you could write this down so that you have this information, because this will be all ready for you to be able to jump in. It'll really be like your focus for the week. This will be where you're going to dig your teeth into, your energy into, and you're going to see like how amazing it is when you have an intention and a focus on supporting yourself, not just on the outside world, but on your inside world. And that's really, really important. Okay. So let's everybody right now, and I'll go through and I will answer some questions when we get through our cards today. But everybody right now, wherever you are, I just want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take 3 slow, deep belly breaths. Don't rush through this. Do yourself a favor. Really, really use the intention of using your breath right now to clear some energy through your body. Allow your energy to settle, become centered. And as you do this, I just want you to ask for guidance on which card you should choose. And so this, of course, will be the Ascended Master that you will be working with this week. So you're going to be picking card 1, card 2, or card 3. And so remember, when you're receiving which card you should choose, I want you to feel it, okay? So I want you to feel this. You're going to receive the guidance telepathically, so you're going to receive it either by seeing it or feeling it or hearing it. We're not going to be thinking about it. So as you do this, just write your card number in the comments. So you're choosing card 1, card 2, or card 3. And I'm going to let everybody do that. As you do this, don't forget to like this post, though, guys. I need you to like the post and share the post. That would be appreciated. Sometimes people put their comments in and they forget to do the liking and the sharing, but that's important because it helps to get the word out. Okay, so everybody's choosing 1, 2, or 3. Everybody putting 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to give everybody a moment. And really feel into this, like really feel into this is, you're sending out a calling card right now into the universe to connect with an ascended master. And this ascended master is now hearing your calling, now feeling your connection, and creating a bit of a design for you, a bit of a plan for you, a bit of a focus for you for the week of how they can support you the most, of what they can do to support you. And I'm really, really interested, and I want you guys to put lots of comments about the chakras that come up and how they resonate with you, and how it makes sense for you that they've come up. So what I did was, before I came on, I tuned into everybody that would be connecting. I went through and did the shuffle of the cards and did the Ascended Masters, and then put, again, just by shuffling, not by choosing, not by thinking, of the chakras that will go with each Ascended Master. So we'll make sure this is going to be very interesting how this works out for everybody. Okay, so everybody choosing card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. And really feel strong about this. I know that lots of times you guys say, 1 and 2, or I feel drawn to 1 and 3. I really want you just to have one focus for this week, because I really want you guys to use this week. So meaning, after you finish watching the video, I really want you to let me know, and I'll do some posts throughout the week of more information about these Ascended Masters. And I would love, love, love if you would share your experience and how it is working with them, or how it is that you're learning more stuff about yourself through their teachings or through their guidance with you. Okay? So this is really like the gift that keeps on giving. And I'm telling you, I think that for the month of February is going to be a little bit of a challenge for everybody energetically. It's going to be a very powerful month. And so, of course, when we have powerful energies coming like that, it can go really, really well, or it can go really unwell. And so here's where we get into alignment with the with the balance of what we do want. This is how we are going to create the support around us. Okay, so everybody's choosing their card. So 1, 2, or 3. And so this will be the Ascended Master that you're going to be working with this week. Okay. So card number 1 is Isis. And so I'm pretty sure that everybody has heard of Isis before. And so she is an Egyptian queen. And so Isis is about, this particular message is about balancing career and home life. And so this really is, so if you chose card number 1, so Isis is going to be the Ascended Master that you're going to be working with. And so if you chose card number 1, this is going to be because you need to step into your power. So this is about empowerment. This is, Isis was the goddess, but she was also a mother and a wife and a queen and all. So this is about being it all and being able to find balance in how you do it. So I think that, sometimes we forget, and when we feel like we need to step into the warrior energy, or, the one that has to get things done, or the fixer energy, we forget about the feminine energy as well. And so the feminine energy is also about allowing others to support us, allowing there to be the give and the take of energies, like that kind of feminine energy around it, right? The feminine support with this. So if you chose card number 1, so your Ascended Master that you're going to be working with is Isis. And so I want you to make sure that you look up information, because there will be so much about her. But what I want you to do specifically is, I want you, when we're done this, I just want you to close your eyes for a few minutes. I want you to just take a few deep breaths, and I just want you to call her into you and accept her support and her guidance. So you're creating a little bit of an energetic contract for the week. You're going to say that you are, surrendering any kind of resistance that you may have to this, surrendering any resistance you may have to receiving support or guidance. And you are going to be accepting her along with you on your path this week. And so you're going to be receiving the help and the support from Isis. Okay. Destiny's saying, oh my goodness, I just did a channel right exercise and wrote, I am Isis. Very, very cool. See, this is what I'm talking. This is a synchronicity. That's synchronicity. That's how spirit communicates with us. And we need to pay attention to it. Okay. So now you're going to the chakras that come with Isis that you're going to be working on. So again, this is more opportunity for you. If you don't know much about the chakra systems or you haven't learned much about them, this is your opportunity, because it is a fabulous tool to be able to work on all levels of you. So for healing, so healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that's what our chakra systems do. So working with Isis, your focus on your chakras are going to be your heart chakra. And of course, that makes total sense, because if we're becoming empowered, we talked about the feminine energy, right? So we talked about stepping into our goddess power, stepping into the empowerment, but doing it through the feminine energy. So doing it through, of course, the heart chakra is the center of love, right? That's where we feel the compassion, the kindness, the love. And if this is coming up for you guys too, this is really, really about the self-care, right? This is somebody, if your heart chakra is coming up, this is about the self-care for you. And so if you can also look into the heart chakra for physical stuff. So of course, it rules the heart, the lungs, the respiratory system, and the thymus glands. Okay, so the qualities then we have with our heart chakra is love, compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. And I know that forgiveness is a big one that everybody is working on right now, including myself. This is one of my life lessons that I am working on. And so this will be part of your focus with Isis. So I want you again to go explore more about the heart chakra, because of course there's tons and tons of information. The color is green. It's right in your heart center. This is when we do mediumship psychic work. This is the portal that we work out of, is through our heart center, through our heart chakra. Okay, and so that's going to be your working with Isis. Your other chakra with Isis that we're going to be working on is your third eye chakra. Okay, and so of course, I think everybody has an understanding. So your third eye is your intuition, it's your sixth sense. The chakra is actually located between the brows. The color is indigo. It rules the physical body, so the sight, your senses, your nervous system, and your pituitary gland. So and the qualities, of course, is intuition, wisdom, clarity, and vision. So this is really important right now for a lot of people who are, on their awakening journey. And of course, everybody talks about my third eye. How do I open my third eye? If it's not done properly, and if it's not done with balance, having your third eye open on you can actually cause imbalance in your physical body, right? So when we talk about migraines and headaches, and especially nervous system issues, and of course your pituitary glands, but all of that, if there's any issues in your physical body with that stuff going on right now, it can be because your third eye chakra needs some actual support, some balancing there. And of course, everybody wants to be the clairvoyant, the seer, everybody wants to be able to do that, but there's also responsibilities that come along with that. And that's about creating the balance in our lives. Okay, so just as a recap, so number 1, your goddess that you're going to be working with, your ascended master, is Isis. And your chakras that you're going to be working on balancing, healing, and looking into them more will be your heart chakra and then your third eye chakra. Okay? So card number 2. So if you chose card number 2, then your ascended master is Lakshmi. Now this is a Hindu goddess, and I'm sure you guys have heard of her before. And so if you're chosen card number 2, and this is Lakshmi, this is about prosperity. And so you'll often see, in Hindu teachings, businesses will always have, a statue of Lakshmi in their business or a poster of her. And so this is about prosperity. It's about abundance. And it's about financial stability as well. But remember, prosperity is across the board, so abundance can be felt across the board. And so this is going to be what you're going to be working with this week. And I want you to find out as much as you possibly can about her. Again, we have another very strong, powerful female energy, right? So again, it's showing you, the beauty, the softness, but also, the tranquil energy, the being able to feel the balance, feel the flow in your life. And so if you've chosen number 2, then this is going to be, your focus is going to be a little bit more about receiving support about your financial picture. So about your relationship with money. This will also include your career. So anything having to do with your career. So any new path changes that you may have, any opportunities that are coming up for you. You're going to be working with Lakshmi for this and through this, okay? And of course, you can see, the multiple arms. That's like the multiple tasking. It's like the receiving from all ends, being able to receive from multiple sources. And so that's who you're going to be working with this week. Okay, so, and the chakras that are coming up with Lakshmi are your solar plexus chakra. And so, of course, that makes perfect sense because that is where we are giving and receiving a lot of energy. And so if you know where your solar plexus is, it's just above your belly button and just below your heart chakra. And so this is a really big power center in our body, right? And it's also a particular area in your body where you can carry a lot of fear or you can carry a lot of worry, right? Think about the organs. Then I'm sure they have them here. The organs that come with the solar plexus. And so that's digestion and pancreas. And so you know that when, people are worried or stressed, they either don't eat or they eat too much. And so, of course, that affects the energy in this solar plexus. And so, of course, the color is yellow for the solar plexus chakra. Again, it rules the digestion and the pancreas. It's the element of fire. So remember, it's like that will, that strength, that inner determination that comes from that. And of course, the qualities we have here are vitality, determination, conscious action, and divine will. And so I'm really getting the message of this coming together with Lakshmi is like, this is for anybody who really needs to kind of up their game around money, around career, around finance. Like this is going to be, again, this is, if it's something that you've been hesitating to do or something that you're unsure about to do, then this is going to be really, really helpful for you this week. It's going to give you that focus and that direction, okay? And then the second chakra that's coming with Lakshmi is the crown chakra. Okay, and so of course, our crown chakra is all about our connection. That is all about our divine guidance. It's all about the intuition. And so of course, we know this is at the crown of your head, so just above your head. The color is the violet or ultraviolets. And then it's the ruler of all systems. So it's really like the crown, right? When we talk about, it's the crown, think about a crown on a king or on a queen. It means that you are the ruler. You're the one that is guiding everything. You're the one that is kind of dictating the way everything goes. And so, again, that's all systems, but it's also about the pineal gland. And so, of course, if you don't know anything about the pineal gland, you really should know about it because it's a very important part of your anatomy. And, people believe that is, our connection. That's how we, that's how our intuition, our senses all comes from the pineal gland. And of course, from the beginning of time. So when we do things like the Kundalini awakening, when we do the things to open up our pineal glands, Since the beginning of time, the powers that be have had us, they don't want our pineal glands open, and they try and block that and stop that. And of course, we know that, having one of the biggest things is having fluoride in our water. It may seem like a little thing, but it's been something that they've been doing since the beginning of time to help to try and calcify our pineal gland. And of course, what happens when our pineal gland is wide open? Well, of course, we all become seers. We all become highly intuitive. We also become very powerful with that. And of course, there are certain controllers on this planet that do not want everybody to be free thinking or free feeling. And so if this card is coming up for you, I really want you to put the connection of that. So like the pineal gland and with Lakshmi about the whole money and finance stuff, because there could be some work for you there about old programming, right? About the whole, you have to work hard to earn, and everything is a struggle, and only the rich survive, like that kind of backwards thinking. This is going to be great insights for you on what you kind of need to do a little bit of work on, where there's some lessons to be found in this. And of course, the qualities there are the freedom, the unity, the lightness, and the joy, right? And let me know in the comments, because everybody's comments seem to have jammed up on there, but let me know in the comments if this is like hitting aha moments for you, if this is making sense to you coming all together. Okay, so card number 3, if you chose card number 3, your Ascended Master, perfect, is Buddha. And so I know that many people have heard about Buddha. We see the little Buddhas everywhere. We have, they're all over the place. But this is an interesting, interesting ascended master to be working with, because of course Buddha was a soul incarnate into human form. So actually, all of the, except for Lakshmi, but Isis, these were actually ascended masters that walked as humans. And so remember, of course, Buddha's experience was to end suffering, right? That was his purpose. His ultimate purpose was to be able to find an end to suffering. And so, of course, through his discoveries, he learned a lot about, inner energy, inner vision, inner wisdom. And so, of course, the meditation is probably, and this is why we've got the meditate up here. But of course, this is one of the windows, one of the tools that he will be teaching us about to be able to incorporate into our lives. So if you've chosen card number 3, and of course this is going to be Buddha that you're going to be working with, this is really for anybody who needs to be able to slow down a little bit, who needs to have a little bit, they're saying repurpose to me around this. So this is really about, we talk about it and you hear all of the time where they say, your outside world will reflect your inside world. And so this, it really is how things work. And so working with Buddha this week is going to really kind of give you the ample opportunities to shine some lights within, to be able to really kind of discover some of the stuff that you need to be working on that's going to, again, support your outside world, okay? So the chakras that are coming with Buddha are your sacral chakra. And so this is located just below your belly button. And so this sacral chakra, of course, is all about self-love, self-care. It's about nourishing, healing. And of course, so the color is orange. The physical parts of the body it supports is your reproductive organs, your ovaries, and your testes. And the element is water, so it's really all about fluid and flow. We want the energy in that part of our body to be flowing. There needs to be an ease to it. And of course, the qualities are fluidity. I'm trying to get focused here so you guys can see it. Receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. And remember, there's a lot of work to be done with this too, about, it's all the old programming about especially with pleasure, right? We think that pleasure is bad. We think that pleasure is selfish. We think that, is naughty. And part of that is, we've been programmed to believe that. But part of this is, it's energy. And so we need to balance the energy in all systems in our body. And so there are parts of our body that we cannot ignore. They need to be supported. And so part of that will be working with Buddha about the sacral chakra. The other chakra that's coming up around Buddha is the throat chakra. And so this is really, really important, and especially right now, right, as Mercury goes into retrograde, because it's all about communication. And so remember that the throat chakra is about speaking your truth, right? But also it's also about being heard and understood. And that's a big part about the throat chakra. So remember, of course, how this shows up in our physical body, right? The physical, it rules the throat, the neck, the endocrine system, and the thyroid. And you see the thyroid, guys, again, we underestimate how much this gland does. Like if anybody's ever experienced any issues with their thyroid, you know how debilitating it can be. It can cause things like heart palpitations, and it can cause excess weight, and it can cause anxiety and nervousness. And that all can happen just because your throat chakra is out of balance. So, and it can also be, something, remember, we're not just these bodies. We have multiple layers to us. So we need to support body, mind, and soul. And so if you're constantly telling people stuff or constantly talking about stuff and you're not receiving the feedback or that you're being heard, it will affect the energy in your throat chakra. Okay. And so, of course, the element for that is space. And that is, again, that's the expansion, the communication, the discernment, and the purification. Okay. And so if you guys will notice, so again, that just to recap with Buddha, that's the throat chakra, the sacral chakra, and then, of course, your ascended master is Buddha. And so, of course, because we're doing 3 cards, we have one chakra that is left, and this will be for everybody, and that is the root chakra. And so this is an incredibly, incredibly important chakra for everybody who is watching to bring this into your awareness this week. You're balancing your root chakra. With an unbalanced root chakra, everything else that we do will become complicated, will become chaotic, will become hard. And especially right now with the fear that we have on the planet, the chaos, the craziness, all of the stuff that we have going on, your root chakra is going to be need to be tuned up and in balance so that you can feel that security, so that you can feel that strength, so that you can feel that grounded energy. Of course, the color for the root chakra is red. It is at the base of your spine. It rules the legs and feet, your elimination organs, and your adrenal glands. Again, this is super important, right? Your adrenal glands do so much. Again, if you're feeling anxious or nervous or you're not sleeping or you're tired, that's all comes from the adrenal glands. Of course, the element is earth, and that is about the grounding, the root chakra grounding, about the stability, about the security, and about the support. So everybody, no matter which ascended master you've been assigned, you add the root chakra to your support list for this week. So you're going to write that down, know what you need to do to support it. So just giving everybody a quick recap. Card number 1 that you've chosen is Isis. You're going to work on your third eye chakra and your heart chakra. Card number 2 is Lakshmi, and you're going to be working on your solar plexus chakra and your crown chakra. And your card number 3 is Buddha, and you're going to be working on your sacral chakra and your throat chakra, okay? And then, of course, everybody is going to be working on the root chakra. Everybody is going to be working on that. Okay, and I want to let you guys know again, I'll be doing some posts this week with these particular 3 ascended masters that we're going to be working on. And I want you to share in there your experience with everything so that we know that you're actually making this work for you. Okay. So I want to thank you guys all for popping on. Again, please do not forget to like this post and to share this post. And you guys know that I am incredibly grateful for your support and for your followings. And if you haven't done so yet, go to my website, mediumjodyjones.com and become a subscriber for free. That way you will know about all of the events that are going to be coming up, which I'm working on today. We've got some, and I think there's going to be some chakra stuff coming up in an event. Because I'm telling you, this stuff makes me feel alive. It literally makes, the Kundalini energy in me awaken. And so I'm going to share that with you guys because it is very, very cool. So mediumjodyjones.com, and then you will know about all of the events that are coming up for February, which today is the 1st of brand new. Tomorrow we have the 2-2 portal that is opening, and it feels very soft. So I'm going to say that this is going to be a good thing, that portal energy opening up tomorrow. Okay, everybody, sending you all huge blessings for the week. I cannot wait to hear how you guys experience your Ascended Masters and the synchronicities that come up for you and how you begin to connect with who you really are through finding out some information about your chakras. So this will be, I'm really excited. Okay, guys, have an awesome week, and I will talk to you guys all again very soon. Take care.